What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Deja vu. It feels like we're back at the start of the year at Six Nations time for warm-up before the Rugby World Cup for the Summer Internationals for the Northern Hemisphere. What a way to kick off your Sunday. England versus Wales, Twickenham Stadium. I mean, you got, oh, what a contest it's going to be. You got one team who have the opportunity of being number one in the world. Well, if Australia have beaten the All Blacks, they'll be already number one. But they have an opportunity to take number one from New Zealand this weekend if they can pick up a solid victory. Then, on the other hand, Wales, to add more pressure to them, they've got a 14th match winning streak that they want to keep going. And that's not just pressure, it's also confidence. It's a boost as they move into this epic battle between England, which is going to be great. Having said that, England, your advantages. You've got Twickenham. You've got the home crowd. You've got the power. You've got everything on this game that you need to show and prove to your fans, to your colleagues, to management, everyone, that you're on the rise. And like I've said before in previous videos, I do think they're on the rise. They're showing in the Champions Cup with Saracens, the development, the strength within that squad. I think the leadership from Owen Farrell has been totally outstanding throughout the year. So I think Eddie's probably going to go for him as captain. Again, this is before the squads have been announced. So it's going to be an epic battle between these great nations. I mean, Jones is going to have his whole game plan, his captain mindset and everything going forward. And obviously with Gareth, I mean, you've got Warren Gatland as your coach. They're going to have a plan ahead for them because they're going to need to get that streak up. Wales have an opportunity to get to increase that streak, to be number one and to go into the World Cup with really high hopes and well, a lot of confidence, to be dead honest. It's going to give them a major boost as they approach it. They've got Australia in their log. They have an opportunity to top their log, which is going to be absolutely epic. But one thing's for sure, whether you love or hate the English rugby team, they are going to be playing proper rugby. Eddie Jones has got a plan, and he has stated to the media that he's taking every warm-up game seriously and focusing on every game in different ways and aspects on how he's going to approach the game. So there's going to be a game plan, there's going to be a strategy in place on how he's going to attack the Welsh and how he's going to approach the game and capitalize on opportunities and work on the weaknesses that they maybe showed in the rugby in the Six Nations, which is going to be a big boost for them if they can work on it. They've both been in a great camp where they've been training and been built together as a team, so they're going to be fresh and warmed up and ready for this encounter. And I mean, honestly, what a way to kick off your summer tours in Europe then this great contest between two fantastic rugby teams. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be absolutely unreal. You really have quality and strength, and people are talking about these two teams in the Rugby World Cup. England haven't won the World Cup since 2003. They're the only team in the north to do it. Wales are on fire at the moment, so people are getting their good feelings, especially in Wales, that they can maybe have an opportunity at surprising and adding another team to the north of winning the World Cup. So a lot is on the line, a lot of pressure is on the line too. But it's going to be one hella of a cool battle, and I honestly can't wait. What a way to kick off Sunday for me. And I mean, it's going to be epic. If we look at previous results, obviously, this year we saw Wales take on England, and they beat England 21-13. What a game that was. If we look at last year, it was 12-6 win to England. Previous year, England 16-21, and that was in Wales. I have you. So interesting stat there. 2016, we saw 25-21 victory to England. And then Wales last picking up that win in the World Cup, funny enough, 28-25. Wasn't the greatest World Cup for the English, but again, they picked up a win. So they're going to need to take this confidence with them and really use it at the motivation. When they beat them at Wales, the Millennium Stadium, or whatever the sponsorship stadium. I'm going back in history, calling out what I learned up, right? But they're going to have to realise they're not at home. They're at Twickenham, big, different ball game, different contest. Instead of having that beautiful choir on your side, you've got the English crowd singing and chanting and going berserk for their own country. So it's the added pressure going into this game. But Sherbet is going to be a hard-hitting contest between two really solid nations, and I'm very, very curious to see how they play it out. Look, they haven't played international rugby since the Six Nations. It's been a while. So from a Southern Hemisphere point of view, I'm curious to see how they gel together and how they work on the tactics. Is it going to be a bit rusty at the start, or are we going to just see hard-hitting, solid play from England and Wales? And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. It's going to be an intense game. I think it's going to be point scoring game from the boot. I hope to see a lot of tries. I mean, I was watching a few highlights from the past of Wales and Ireland, even England under Johnny Wilkinson, which was exciting. It's given me such a boost for this Rugby World Cup, and I'm really excited. So, getting into that, having said all of this, going into predictions, I think it's going to be an intense encounter. I think England are going to really come up all things firing. I don't know what the squads have been selected, but I presume there's a lot of talk of Venipola being chosen, which is going to be huge. If Mara Toja's in there, that's a massive boost for England as well. He's got such good quality. May, you've got Farrell, as mentioned before. There's a lot of great players within England, and if those guys spark, they can achieve anything. But then you got Wales, you got Owens, you got Jones himself, who's had an unbelievable year, especially in the Six Nations, and has taken Wales to another level. So I think with his leadership, that's going to be a big key going forward. Then you got Davies, both Gareth, Jonathan. I mean, everyone's talking about Jonathan being one of the top centres in world rugby. So he's going to be a one to look out for. As I mentioned earlier, Gareth Ascombe. I'm very curious to see how he plays. Halfpenny, if selected. There's a lot of talent within both teams that have the capability of picking up a victory. Having said that, prediction time, I think it's going to be a very close point scoring game, but I do think Wales will continue the streak and pick up a victory over the weekend against Wales and maybe win by 3 or so points. I don't think it's going to be a big score. I don't think it will be more than 10. I think because it's the first game, maybe a little rust showing, but I reckon it's going to be a 3-point victory, 3 or 4-point victory to Wales. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to take on this big encounter? Will it be England, the homeboys, or will it be Wales? And will they go to 15-game winning streak? And if not, and England pick up a win, what does that mean for Wales? Will they continue their stride, or is it a downfall? We'll have to wait and see, but I think they could pick up a win this weekend. It's going to be epic. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and I'll see you real soon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.